And we are live.
Hey! Welcome aboard, everybody!
Alive!
It's alive!
Yes, we are live.
Everyone, get your favourite drink, for whatever reason, and toast to this fanfiction that we'll be reading. Again. As in, this will be the third chapter of this fanfiction that we're going through.
Yes, third chapter, part 5.
Yes.
Toast to its inevitable end.
Yes.
Yes. This week
Either that or our end before it.
For this session, I have brought rhubarb cider.
Okay. Okay, who's the wise guy who thought it was a good idea to start posting things on Discord while we are recording?
It's just for the next Dramatis ceremony.
Okay, could you maybe have waited for that?
Well, it finished the loading, so...
Yeah, let's just
I don't forget.
Let's just ignore that for now.
So you can't blame Matti, you have to blame Discord.
Oh, I'll
Anyway.
blame Discord for pretty much everything.
Anyway, this rhubarb cider is absolutely horrible, and I have to drink it.
Good.
Yay!
Well, I will never drink during a recording. That's not professional or responsible.
I absolutely agree with that. No. Should drink during a recording. Other than unprofessional, it's also extremely rude. Extremely rude.
Of course.
I'm a polite drinker, honest.
I meant alcoholic beverages. Water is okay.
This part is all going to stay in this recording, by the way. So, great introduction. The best one we've had so far.
Yay!
Isn't this portion everyone's favorite before we actually have to move into the stuff?
Yeah, we have to sift through this.
It's one of these traditional hyperbole reviews where, oh, this fanfic made me drink.
Yes, I think we covered all of our bases in that regard. Let's get started, shall we? We have a third chapter to burn to the ground.
Let's go in reverse this time. So start with whoever went last in the pecking order last time.
Yes, the bottom pecking order, as it were.
Yeah, which would either be Matti or Icy Pal. I think
It's Icy Pal.
Yeah, so I think it'd be nice to have them go first.
Icy Pal, you've been appointed as a
Chosen one!
chosen one!
I'm coming!
Oh gosh, he knows it too.
Yes, let us begin then.
Welcome to Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic. Chapter 3. No quotations from famous people this time.
Well, it's the third chapter. That would just be redundant.
Yeah, but it's you who we are talking about.
Oh gosh.
Well, I am happy to be slightly unpredictable then.
You manage from time to time.
Yes, I wish I could say the same for someone else.
Heyo!
Begin, please begin.
Unnatural coldness, utter silence, and the impeding sense of inadequacy. This unique place had them all, a wonderful, majestic location in the middle of pure nothingness, a separated world. Shiny stalactites hang from the frozen ceiling of this mysterious chamber. All of its walls and floor as well were made of glaciated, soulless crystal.
Ha! Sounds like my marriage, eh? I'm not actually married, but the bar will be soon, so I guess this joke will be relevant at some point.
I was sure that you were married to your beard.
No, I occasionally have to cut my beard, so it's an open relationship.
Oh gosh.
So that relationship would be cut short.
Ah, carry on, please.
Yes. I hate you already.
What else is new? A spectacle to behold.
A
It is spelt wrong. It's supposed to.
It is.
It's probably most likely spectacle, but I
Yes.
think that's how it's. Not
Spectacles on your nose,
That's how
so that you can behold.
That's how it's supposed to be written. You just misspelled it.
Spectacle to behold and to be scared of. There was no trace of any source of light inside this mystic place, but somehow it was still illuminated. Was that real? Was that an illusion?
Is this the real world?
Or is it just fantasy? What is reality?
Oh, the great philosophical questions.
Yes, we are going deep in, guys.
I go with the I think, therefore I am.
I go with you suffer, so that means you exist.
Oh, so you go with the Harlan Allison philosophy, I see.
I feel, therefore I am.
Let's carry on.
What is reality? How do you distinguish it from falsity? Falsity.
Distinguish.
Yes.
That's how you
Again,
say.
once again, it is written correctly, but our reader is misspelling it, which makes
Yeah,
me look
okay.
bad.
Okay, guys, okay, audience, okay.
I
I'm
was
the
so
only
happy.
British person here that speaks proper English. The other three do not.
Cough, cough, cough,
Cough,
cough, cough, cough, cough.
I was distracted by falsity, because apparently the author wanted things to rhyme in this chapter.
It doesn't exactly rhyme, though.
Carry on.
It rhymes enough, apparently. Was there only one reality? Or was it all relative? One's reality could be someone else's facade. For Void, one thing was certain. This was definitely his master's word.
Actually, this is the first time definitely is written the way it's supposed to.
Damn it, Madhog, you need to respect the classics.
Definitelli is dead. Long live Definitelli.
Until it comes back in the next paragraph or something.
Yes, it'll be rebooted.
One can only hope.
As Definitelli the Revengeance, the dimensional prison known as Sanctuary.
My sanctuary.
In the beginning, there was a man. I mean, this place was nothing more than a dark void. No pun intended.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn you! Stop doing that, me!
Exactly past Madhog, you were a weak man. Mean your puns, intend them. Do not hide behind no pun intended. Embrace the puns. Be proud of them. Anyhow, Ixis Norgos, however, managed to use his powers to create a kingdom at his own image. A cold, emotionless castle made of ice and crystal. Hey, that sounds like my home.
Yes, either that or the Fortress of Solitude, but let's say it's the entirety of Finland because it's funnier.
Or Elsa's castle.
Let it go,
Well-
Matti.
Well, that is supposed to take place in, was it Norway?
I guess.
It's supposed to take place in whatever Disney fantasy version of a real place this story comes from.
But
Well,
the fairy
close
tale
enough.
is based on his Danish.
There he was, set on his frozen, secular throne. In the middle of his universe, he...
His secular throne! Secular does not mean what you think it means.
Not so fast, author. The time to reveal my appearance hasn't quite arrived yet.
And the very prices is roll as Pixis Bogus, I mean Axis Nautilus.
Damn you! Bogus! Et tu!
The name is Naugus, ignorant fool. Do not forget that. And who the real writer is. I'm the one who controls fate itself.
Icipal, you are extremely late to the meta party. I can assure you. Yes.
You are not a god, Ixis. You aren't flawless.
Actually, this sounds more like the SpongeBob laugh.
Okay, let me
Okay,
try
so-
for laughter.
We'll see about that. For now, I will let you resume your writing until I say so.
You'll pay for this.
How does it laugh like this?
Well, spill me room.
Is this supposed to be like a One Piece laugh?
I guess. I don't know.
You know, these last few sentences explain a lot. This is why this fanfic came to existence and is so horrible. Madhog was being forced to write it by Ixis.
Sure, I was possessed by the demon of writing.
By the darkness within your soul.
The darkness!
Sometimes he still speaks to me.
Anyway, there is a dialogue happening here. Imagine that. Father. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say, Daddy.
Ah, Void, my precious child.
Ugh.
I know why you came here. I've seen everything that happened so far.
Daddy, are we the baddies?
No, my precious little boy. You're the cutest little thing. Look, who could hit your face?
Please don't.
Ooh. Parenting 101.
Evil is relative.
And age is also just a number.
I've
Madhog.
heard that before. So you know what I'm about to ask you.
Yes, your mother is alive.
If it could have been possible, the Cetrian's light grey skin would have turned into pure shocking white. His empty eyes were now larger than ever.
Oh no, they're taking over his face!
Oh,
no,
no.
He has been animicized.
What?
Just continue.
Norgos seemed amused, I think. Damn it, I can't see him. This is a text-based medium.
It's all written there. Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
Except the comment about being text-based medium. That
Yes.
was just me.
It's the beauty of this story is that sometimes it is hard to distinguish our own commentary from the accidental self-commentary.
Yeah.
I don't like this fourth wall breaking even in professional theater products, and it appearing this thing of all things.
Well, where else it would feel so at home?
Here, my apprentice. Let me show you her body.
After all, my boy, I just had it stuffed yesterday.
Aw, no! Oh no! That's awful!
I know.
It's even worse than what I was thinking.
Now it's your turn to shut up, you wench!
Okay. This actually reminds me of a very funny moment in the Resident Evil 2 remake, when you go inside Chief Irons' back room and it's full of taxidermied animals, and there is a stuffed dodo? Inexplicably? He has a stuffed dodo? Where did he get a dodo to stuff?
Well, he probably bought it considering all the money Umbrella was paying him.
Still, it is such a baffling little detail. I love it.
He wanted to have some material for his self-insertion fanfic where he kills the last dodo.
Ah. Okay, let's carry on.
With a swift movement of a hand, a frozen pod appeared out of nowhere. Inside of it lied the sleeping beauty herself. Cosmo Tesidrian! This is the point where Madhog adds a lightning strike in the post-production.
No.
And this is the part where he Frankensteins her up.
Isn't she like 11 years old?
No, she's actually younger.
Wasn't it 1 year or something?
I actually don't know how old she's supposed to be.
Yeah, I wanted to use the term sleeping beauty to describe her. It just sounds so... Ugh.
Don't worry, the original story was much worse of Sleeping Beauty.
Well, that goes to pretty much every fairy tale.
Yep, so anyway, everything that vessel of intelligence has told you was true. I'm the one who brought her into this dimension, right after her pointless sacrifice.
Yes, I sent her to a different dimension. For the first time in his young life, Void could see his own mother, the one person from which he inherited everything, all those powers, memories, doubts, and fears. Ah, so he's a clone.
I feel like a clone now.
Slowly, but convincingly, Void approached the pod.
So he had to convince himself to go up to the pod.
Slowly but convincingly. Yes, practice is walking strat, I guess.
I can't beat that bobbin swagger though.
That's an old one, but a good one.
Void approached the pod in which she peacefully rested. Wait, how can she be resting if she's supposed to be dead?
No, she's alive, he said.
No, you silly, she was never dead. I think Icy Pal is having some trouble keeping up with the lore here.
Well,
Putting
I don't
it
blame
down.
him.
Yeah, this is like starting Little Lord of the Rings from Return of the King.
He put his clawed hand on the glass and sighed. She was so beautiful, so perfect.
He had to have her.
Ooh.
Nah, that's a big no-no.
Ooh.
That's the part of the joke. It's a no-no.
It's
Yes.
a big dodo.
Oh.
Hey, if Oedipus can get away with it, why not?
That is the joke of the night so far. Okay.
She had a peach-like skin and a nice leaf hair. 2 rosebuds. Whoa, man, whoa.
What? What did I say? Literal rosebuds. Literal rosebuds.
If you don't get it, maybe it's better that I do not explain it.
I know what you mean by rosebud, but it's not what you think I mean.
I know it's not what you think you mean.
I know it's not what you think that I mean, that you mean, that I mean, that you mean.
But you do think it.
So do you.
2 rosebuds on the side of her head. And those hands. She had normal 5-fingered hands.
Oh, the horror.
What deformity! She had nothing of him. She was pure like an angel. He was a demon.
Edgelord.
What?
Edgelord.
Yes, close.
I'm a demon.
Well, technically Shadow is the resident edgelord. Void is more like the resident sad boy.
I've heard Infinite is now the raging champion in edgelordness.
Listen, Alf the Cast is an edgelord at this point.
An ugly, deformed freak. He looked down at his gruesome claws he had for hands. He felt sick of himself. How could a being like Cosmo give birth of a monster like him?
Well, you see, when a fox and a plant love each other really much. Can't even finish it.
Well, you see, when an animal wants to put his thingy into the ground...
Oh, dead. Okay.
Okay. Let's carry on.
Another thing that disturbed him was the
Madhog.
fact.
What?
What disturbed him?
Please
Was the
restart.
Another thing that disturbed him was the fact that she looked younger than him, more or less the same age of that Valpine that claimed to be his rightful father.
This is messed up in so many wonderful ways, I cannot even enumerate them.
Let's not then.
Yeah, otherwise we'll be here whole night. He was so confused. He looked back at his master, and before he could even ask how and why, the ancient sorcerer answered him.
What the heck was that sound? What happened?
That was the saddest tuba I have ever heard.
What happened?
Let's just cut that out.
Is this recording haunted or something?
Sorry, I felt a little gassy.
Oh my gosh!
Let's just cut that out, okay, guys?
Maybe I will, or maybe I won't. I don't know. This
But
was
that's-
such a
but-
stupid moment. Oh my
But
gosh.
if Madhog cuts that out, doesn't that mean he also has to cut out all of us talking about it?
Yes, please. It was her decision, Void, to be saved from her fate. She realized, after a foolish gesture... Dang it, Madhog! Don't stop being a child!
I'm sorry, but it happened. It happened.
Who's supposed to be the mature one here?
Who's supposed to be mature here?
Screw that. The timing for it was too perfect. It was too perfect. Don't deny it.
I will, because fart jokes are the bane of comedy.
I know they usually are, but even them can have some good timing. And
Thank
be
you,
effective.
vegan burger.
That just makes it worse to get it
Oh
from a
no,
vegan burger.
I really wish you hadn't said that.
Okay, I'm gonna start this line over again.
Everybody's so childish
Oh
tonight.
wait, I ate vegan burger yesterday. It was tomato soup.
Please tell us more about that vegan burger. It is the most interesting character here.
Of course, you do realize that I shall not cut anything from
Okay.
this.
Moment of silence so we can breathe and gather.
Okay.
Okay.
It was her decision, Void, to be saved from her fate. She realized after her foolish gesture that she wanted to live. That's why she accepted to come here when I asked her. Her destiny wasn't to die for those ungrateful lesser beings.
Man, racist.
But why did you put her inside of this pod? Why didn't you let her go? Why didn't you tell me?
Anger and frustration, along with other more hidden feelings, were all present in the Cedrian's voice.
Don't say hidden feelings. That doesn't. That could be easily misconstrued to other meanings. Okay. She would have died otherwise. When she used chaos control to that filthy weapon, she used all of her powers. Too much powers.
Too much powers, guys.
Too much powers!
I feel like I'm trying to do a modern quality voice acting with Resident Evil classic scripting.
Yes. Or,
Hey,
even better, that PlayStation 1 Mega Man game.
Oh no.
We must find Dr. Wowie.
We must find Dr. Wower.
Let's go immediately, Mega Man.
Okay. The result of that abuse was the bending of time and space themselves, and that caused her personal lifetime to be altered forever.
Well, to be fair, having face full of nuke tends to alter your lifetime forever.
What do you mean? No, seriously, I cannot understand anything you just told me right now.
I had to freeze her in order to avoid her irreversible, accelerated aging process.
Putting plant on ice. Yes, absolutely flawless plan.
There is a price for everything, Void. Especially when you play with the fabric of existence itself.
You couldn't just play with your Lego blocks, could you?
Fabric of existence. Play Despacito.
I never
I-
understood
no.
this meme.
Neither do I, but apparently it's popular.
Without the proper knowledge.
The dark-dressed plant-life form turned his head to the sleeping angel in the crystalline coffin.
She would have died.
He muttered within himself.
She would have died. What about that nuclear missile?
He then asked.
I left it to wander in the sheer nothingness between dimensions.
Foreshadowing.
It won't do any harm anymore.
So Icipal would be right about that whole foreshadowing part, but it's in another story altogether.
Wait, I thought you said this was supposed to be the last in this.
Yes.
Series.
Yes, it is the last one in this series.
You
Oh, so this is like Kingdom Hearts 3 thing where it's the end of a
No,
short story, but
no spoilers, damn you!
I don't think that's a spoiler. It has been a long time said that this is not the end of the franchise, it's just the end of Sora's story or something, if
I don't want to hear it! I don't want to hear it!
Okay.
You have been shot down. Void sighed again. He was still unconvinced. Naugus could feel it. Ooh!
Chosen trigger for my liberation.
Cough.
I think it's finally time for me to reveal you the rest of the ancient prophecy.
Trademark.
The grey-black plant's attention was now reached. Naugus continued.
You see, the 7 Chaos Emeralds alone are insufficient to ensure my escapade. They needs.
They needs.
They hungers.
No, it's not finished yet. They needs the proper triggers. Hear me out, young one, for I am about to tell you the secret behind the free vessel of intelligence, strength, and speed, and the legendary island of angels.
I thought you were going to tell me the secret of the ooze, but okay.
Oh, I thought he was going to tell us the secret of Monkey Island.
No, nobody ever tells you what the secret of Monkey Island is.
That's the secret. That nobody knows the secret.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so there's a paragraph break here, so...
Hey, so, Matti, the breaker of air, would you like to take on this paragraph?
To narrate.
Yeah.
Okay, so it begins with dialogues,
Okay,
actually. Angel Island, the legendary floating land.
So... I'm not dead,
No,
and this is not hell?
neither.
Okay. Then what the fuck is it you're doing here?
Ah, that is a question.
You're gonna answer with my fist in your throat.
It's a phantom, I don't know if that will help.
Not with that attitude.
Thanks Ghost smiled in genuine amusement, showing his huge namesake to the freaked out echidna.
First of all, Scandinavian Tony J is back, everybody. Clap, 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 clap.
Yay.
And also, what is this sentence?
Yeah.
You don't just whip out your namesake in a public place.
You don't just do the 5 knuckles shuffle in
Well, sadly-
public.
So sadly, Fang can't help it. It's, it's out there for everybody to see.
Yeah, they don't have any clothes. It is always present.
Didn't Fang have a hat or something?
Yes.
I mean, he had guns, so he had to have a belt to hold those.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here, Knuckles, to be your Virgil, your guide through this forgotten and chaotic land of people coughing awkwardly. Your arrival here was not a case.
It said...
It was a briefcase.
What?
It was an open-shut case.
What?
What?
And now it is a closed case.
What?
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 What? Okay, I'll continue. It was all part of a plan made by your beloved sister, a scheme in which I had a very important part in it, although I've improvised a lot. I hate predetermined schemes, as you probably know by now.
His smile grew even bigger.
I'm not sure if that was ever established on his character.
No, it was not. This is supposed to be a revelation!
Dun dun dun!
Will you be fucking more specific?
Knuckles was understandably impatient.
You're not supposed to actually read the K in Knuckles. It is silent.
No, he's not.
Aha! 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 Oh god. No, but seriously, the K in Knuckles is silent.
Yeah.
I've heard it said with a K.
Nah.
Well, they were wrong.
It's pronounced Knuckles.
Iron
Yes.
Knuckle.
It's wrong. And speaking of wrong, you keep pronouncing the word Italian wrong. It's Italian, not Italian. I'm only bothering to correct you on this one because last time you were about to say it correctly, but then you corrected yourself by saying it wrong.
I've heard that version too.
Your sources are awful. I'm sorry.
Again, not their first language, English, so...
I had never been hired by Eggman. I'd been sent to the mystic ruins by Tikal with the precise order to bring you to her. But then I thought, what the hell? It's too easy that way. So I did what I do best. I created a more interesting plot.
You're very bad at your job.
Yes.
Ooh, burn.
It's not like he was being paid. A classic story about action and rescue, with its heroes, its villain, and of course, its damsel in distress. I ended up mauled and killed, yeah, but it's been a lot of fun too.
I can't believe you wrote fag like this.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
No!
Yes!
It seems that past Madhog wanted his own joke.
He told to the even more bewildered echidna.
It's bewildered.
Bewildered. But maybe it's a British pronunciation where we say it differently.
Nah, we say bewildered. Okay. You? All you had to do was to bring me back to my sister. And you did. All that killing people, writing messages in blood, kidnapping girls, clusterfuck instead!
Instead.
Instead.
Instead!
Okay.
That
That doesn't make any fucking sense!
Any
freaking
freaking sense.
The war, how could you?
That's what I read!
Yelled the irate Abel one.
Okay, it used to be pissed offable and now it's irateable. That's...
Laugh.
There's a
Funny.
apostrophe between the words, so it's two separate words. Irate and Abe.
I irate Abe, nice to meet you. Is this a new character you just created? Maybe the connection cut off at an awkward time, but I swear I heard Matty saying irate Abe instead of irate Abel.
I said irate Abel.
Yes, now you said it. But now it is recorded and forever it shall be irate Abe.
Okay, let's continue.
Does this chaotic world make sense to you? Does this place resemble anything near logic and rationality? Translation, we know this is stupid, but we're not going to address that it is.
Yeah, we know it's stupid, but we're just going to let it be and...
We're going along with it.
He said matter-of-factly. Knuckles gave up.
Wise decision.
He was right in some twisted way. Then again, everything seemed to be that damn twisted around him.
Yeah, if you can't beat them, join them, right?
Yeah.
But well, at least Knuckles had the option of giving up. We don't have that same luxury.
Nobody's forcing you to be here, you know.
It's peer pressure, man.
The echidna slowed the snipe.
Showed
Sold the sniper his purple emerald.
Oh, Knuckles, you!
oh my! Is that what your kids call it these days?
Oh no! Oh no!
Devar, you are part of this.
I know. I know. What about this emerald, Fang?
He asked.
I don't think it's as cool as Fang's namesake.
Cough.
Just doesn't hold up.
Cough, cough. It's been manipulated by your sister's magic. She knew you were chosen by nature. You're the first of your kind that could use healing powers after all. She just did some trick to that Chaos Emerald so it could bring you here, where you are now. When you would have used Chaos Control. Unfortunately, it's a one-way ticket to hell. One-way ticket to hell and back. There's a one-way ticket to hell and back. At least until you'll find a reason for your coming to this island.
Wait a second. Tikal can manipulate chaos energy? Is she a
selected one too? No, I'm afraid no. She just happened to learn some of his people's ancient magic. The rest was naturally implanted in her DNA. That's a sentence I just read.
What do you mean?
Madness is transmitted by blood.
I'm going to punch you.
Technically, there are mental illnesses that are hereditary, but it's nothing as simple as that. Ah! No, wait, I can do it even more campy. Ah!
You mean?
Oh! Okay, enough. Okay, stop climaxing, everybody.
Yeah, we are still on the first third of the story. This is no time for climax.
Ah, that's an interesting story, my echidna friend. It involves the genesis of the Chaos Emeralds.
I think you mean Mega Drive of the Chaos Emeralds.
It's the story of the Sega does what Nintendo don't emeralds.
Now that's just stupid.
Oh, shut up.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try a different English accent. Satan now, illuminated sniper.
I feel like everyone in the world is trying to make me look bad.
Well, I wasn't trying to be you specifically.
Yeah, I know, but I meant, everyone in the world making fake British accents sound awful.
Listen, it's a side effect of colonialism. You just have to live with the consequences of your people's actions.
Knuckles was hanging from its mouth like a kid during bedtime stories. Fang began.
Thank goodness there is a break in the paragraph. That voice was abrasive.
Madhog, did you just say thank goodness?
No, but now I wish I did.
I'm thinking, how could I imitate Devar's accent?
Oh, no.
Oh no.
The secret
By the
is
way-
that you are almost about to laugh at every sentence.
Yes.
That is true.
Well, I
Yes.
can't help that. I try and be a
For
positive.
he's a jolly good fellow.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
fellow.
Nobody can deny.
Which nobody can deny.
Okay, enough with that. As you know, 3 individuals are considered the main responsible for the Emerald's creation. 3 sorcerers, an echidna, a hedgehog, and a kitsune.
Oh, how
And
very convenient for the plot.
Yes,
And a
all
mouse.
of them. The mouse was written out of history because of racism. All of them were capable of manipulating chaos energy like no other. As a matter of fact, they were the first individuals capable to do that. Natural selection, or maybe something else? Who knows? I don't! The
I believe you.
The important thing was that they had those powers, and so their descendants currently, thanks to nature's doing, all the kitsunes, the hedgehogs and echidnas in Mobius possess the ability to manipulate a small reservoir of chaos energy. It's imprinted in their genetic codes. Therefore, their physic is naturally capable to sustain the instability of chaos without dying.
With an E in there.
Yes.
I know.
What dying to what? Black, blue,
Yeah,
yellow, red.
it explains the different fur colors, I guess.
Of course, it's nothing compared to of what a true chosen one could do.
I'm coming.
With a Chaos Emerald, not to mention all 7.
And all 7 of them come running, going, I'm coming!
You, well, by the sounds of it, everybody already came.
Hello.
You and 2 of your don't pretend you are above this, Devar. I know you. You are not.
I'm not even doing anything.
You and 2 of your friends, along with other few people, are the first element of a new evolutionary process for your respective species. Therefore, you are the only ones who would unlock the Emerald's true power. Is this a tutorial for a video game? To control chaos itself! And Ixis Nagus knows it.
It was only later that Ixis Norgos would realize that the Echidna race was doomed to extinction because of only two members of the species were left, and it is not enough to repopulate the species.
You will never let that one go, will you?
No, never.
I
Okay.
would hope not. Anyway.
Fair enough. So, Matti, would you like to resume this final beat?
Okay. Maybe I should try a different nationalities accent.
Oh gosh, no.
The red echidna listened intently.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I forbid you!
Okay.
You do not have power here, Madhog, thy master.
Okay. Well, I just go to the Finnish rally English. The red
no.
echidna listened intently. It all started with those 3 makers. But it was still so confusing.
I would like to actually understand what you're saying right now.
Okay. I just read them normally then. The red echidna listened intently. It all started with those 3 mages. But it was still so confusing.
You're telling me. Just who is this Axis Gallus guy?
That's not even close, Knuckles!
Asked the curious echidna.
Ixis Nagus is a sorcerer who somehow managed to defy the laws of nature and gain more powers than anybody could ever hoped to gain.
It's almost like he caused chaos.
Yes, he became controller. He became a literal video game console controller of the chaos elements, meaning that he could bend the fabric of reality for his own amusement. He is immortal, and he wishes to create a world without chaos, a world of order and absolute control.
Fang was visibly disgusted while depicting that Norgos character.
He is the anti-chaos.
The ghost finally yelled.
I have to admit, I never seen a story basically paint chaos as like the good thing to have in this world.
Well, chaos equals the freedom of choice and making decisions for yourselves, while
Yes.
order and control implies lack of freedom and therefore oppression.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
pretty obvious.
Yes. Okay. What happened to him? How'd they stop him? And what about this island?
Again, the impatient echidna. The spectre smirked, namesake tooth clearly visible.
That you'll have to find out by yourself. By following me!
Oh, goody.
Gonna catch me if you
Omnius
can.
mocked.
Woo, 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 woo.
Knuckles grunted.
Why things can never be straight?
He
Because they're so gay.
I said he lamented.
Wait a minute. How do you know all about all these things? And why you, of all people, are my ghostly guide?
I don't know. It's just happened.
His casual answer. And the two of them, the Red Dante and the Virgil Guide, started moving toward the desert land known as Sandopolis.
Oh my gosh, I can't
Don't
believe you
talk
went
to
for...
me about life.
Oh gosh, I can't believe you're doing that voice.
Yes, it's certainly a choice.
I'm just trying different things though. This is won't be so dreary.
Yes, I know.
Okay, Devar.
Yes, I'll be narrating. Tails was cursing under his breath. He forgot to tell Amy that Shadow, or Mephiles, or whatever his name is, was their enemy.
A pretty big thing to forget, I would say.
Oops.
He'll have to tell her eventually. Knowing the passionate pink hedgehog, this knowledge wouldn't have changed a damn thing. She loved him. That was sadly obvious. You poor thing, you. And, as the kit has learned, there's no love without sorrow. Oh, screw you. She'll be forced to learn it too. The Vulpine was undeniably worried about her, not only for her health, but also because, with Blazer's defection, they couldn't sustain another loss in their group. He dismissed the thought when he approached Sally's hut. Since the merciless beating she took from that deranged silver hedgehog, Tails took the habit of visiting her every day. That made her very happy.
Wait, don't you live there? What is this nonsense about visiting?
Maybe he's busy working.
Again, the way it is framed here, it suggests that he doesn't even bother to go home under normal circumstances.
As a matter of fact, that made the both of them very happy.
Ow, 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 it was totally worth it almost dying. Or I should say, dying.
For at least 2 hours a day.
Oh, come on!
They could act like a normal family. They could have a normal mother and son relation. I don't know about that. They used to play tabletop games and stuff.
Just table games.
Look, I mean, my favorite pastime was stuff.
Play table games and stuff. Okay.
He even let her give him the infamous funny kiss, which was a kiss on his foxy nose. And they would have enjoined
And joined at the heap. Some sort of freak of nature or Mobian centipede.
like this word, which combines joined and enjoy. Enjoyed. You have butchered the English language.
Yes! Hooray! I did it! I did it, lads! I did it!
And they would have enjoyed every single moment of it. This day, however, things were going to be slightly different. For the mama's boy's displeasure, Sally wasn't in her hut. There was a letter on her bed. Tails took it and read it.
Who is Sally?
Yeah, who should read this letter?
I don't remember who's Sally. Okay, everybody, let's roll the die to decide who gets to be Sally.
Actually, who gets the least amount of dialogue? Icy Pal, maybe you should voice this letter.
Dear Tails,
You gone fucked up. From Sally. Sorry, I've just remembered that that joke I made during our watching of that Baggy the monster cat.
The monster of mighty nature.
That's it.
I received a call from my father asking me to come back to the Nut Owl.
Why does Sally sound so evil and also Finnish?
This is also foreshadowing.
No.
No.
I didn't want to do it. I told him I was retired, but it was an emergency and I had no choice. Snively Rabatnik is dead. They found his body in his cell. He hanged himself with his own belt.
This man is dead. He lives no more.
Ding dong.
The Snively is dead.
He died a little each day.
Well, considering he is part of the previous chapter, that is actually true.
Yes. Okay, so sorry, I just had to reference that song that I really like.
I need to be there to represent the Commission for Civil Rights.
In quotation marks!
I know.
It's like Sally is being so sarcastic about her royal duties.
No, it's like she's been very sarcastic about the whole concept of democracy.
It seems that Snively has been severely tortured, and we need to find the responsible for this.
The responsible?
So you are taking your duty seriously with the civil rights.
Well, wasn't it Plato who said that any system that gives the same value to the opinion of a wise man and a stupid man is a bad system or something?
You said something right now. I'm not sure what you just said, but it was something, I'm sure.
It was something, all right.
I swear I will return in time for your birthday in 4 days. Like it or not, you are my baby and I'm your mother. I love you, Sally. P.S. Sorry for this letter, but I was in a rush. Important changes are about to happen. I can feel it.
You're going to have a baby brother!
You're gonna have a baby brother. Also, it's your son.
No!
Devar!
Devar, why are you the most dirty-minded of all four of us?
I actually was not being dirty-minded. I was actually trying to be disturbing.
Hey,
It's pretty much the same.
If Devar hadn't done that joke, I would have.
Well, I'm glad he did it then.
Ouch, you hurt my feelings.
I blame the cider. I'm putting the cider into court.
The cider is grounded.
Well, it already happened with Knuckles. He's going to have a brother and a nephew.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Yes, I just remembered. I just remember that we are reading this story.
Yes. Despite his immense delusion, Tails could understand the squirrel's motives. It was plainly written.
I'm sorry. Did you mean to say disappointment? Delusion?
Yeah, he could see it. It was written in plain ink right there.
Scandinavian tales.
So, Snivel is dead. I can't say I'm sorry for him, but I'm not sorry for him.
And then he dances.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Nobody will be sorry for him. Or maybe not. Do you remember him, readers? Suddenly, a horribly familiar floating noise. Wait, how can you hear floating? Found its way in the fox's sensitive ears. He knew that sound. He knew it all too well. The same sound that he heard when his parents' house was burnt into ashes. The same device he'd seen right before killing his roboticized parents. Floating radio with Eggman's symbol on it entered the hut from its chimney and stopped right in front of the visibly disturbed Tails. That meant troubles.
If Eggman knows where he lives, why doesn't he send an army to kill him?
Yeah.
That would be too easy.
Exactly.
I'll just have a swig of my cider.
And if he killed Tails, there would be no story. That would be a true act of goodness.
What's up with these villains who are constantly making these convoluted plans because taking the easy route will be too easy?
Because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's my turn, I suppose.
Yes, it's your turn.
From the top branch of a tall tree, a certain feline warrior was trying to kill some time. Or burn, in her case. Hey? Hey? Is this microphone on? Hey? Tough crowd. By playing with one of her fireballs. She was clearly bored.
Remember, kids, don't play with fire.
You don't say.
It has been a while since Void's homecoming, and she was annoyed at him for the fact that his almighty father and master, as she defined him, would not permit anyone else to see his ugly face. Ellipsis.
Who was doing Blaze last session?
It was Icy Pal, but we gave him Sally, so...
Let's have him keep Blaze for now.
Okay.
It's Daddy's orders. I can't disobey.
Sally and Blaze sound very similar for some reason.
Look, I have been on actual acting courses. Do you want that I take the helm?
Well, technically, I've been an actor as well, so there's two actors here.
Well, I worked in theater too, so that makes me an actor too.
Okay, let's have an audition process and Icy Pal is the judge.
Whatever, you can have Blaze.
Oh, I was just kidding.
She said, mocking Void's tone.
What a ruffian!
She added with her own voice, now more annoyed than ever. Her complaints, however, did not match her inner feelings. She felt something for the Sidrian, an emotion that she found rather familiar, an emotion that made her suffer in unimaginable ways. She feared it with all her might. She feared that that particular sensation could very well cause her to lose her control again, even though she's been freed from the flames' will by him. She couldn't help herself to believe that it was safe to feel that emotion again, to love and to be loved. As if on cue, the object of her thoughts appeared nearby from the green light of Chaos Control.
About time.
She greeted him while jumping down from the tree with her natural feline agility. Blaze immediately noticed Void's strangely happy expression, so uncharacteristically of him. His small body.
So he's Batman from Dark Knight Strikes Again.
I was gonna say he's, moving like a animated character from the 1950s. Well, actually, no, a sitcom. I mean, a live-action sitcom. Like, oh boy, today is going to be a jolly good day. Arms going up and down.
Right. His small body was shivering, and his hands were shaking.
Void, what's wrong?
She asked, now seriously concerned. The blunt boy locked his gaze on her and spoke. Blaze, we are going to save Cosmo!
Politan.
No, just Cosmo. He cheerfully cried.
Okay, we have a break here.
So
Yes,
it's
but
my turn again.
actually, these last couple of paragraphs are so short, I might as well continue them.
Be my quest, be my quest.
Yes, I'll be your quest for love. Tails rushed back at the base, almost hitting a bewildered Amy in the process. Hey, babe. Panic was easily visible in his features. Things hadn't gone really well lately. Knuckles had left for Chaos knows where, and for some reason he couldn't be called via wristcom. Espio left as well to look for the remaining Chaos Emeralds. And Sonic? He definitely Yes, it's back!
I knew it.
He definitely didn't choose a good moment to
Welcome
disappear.
back, Prodigy-san.
Only Tails and Amy remained at base, and at this is a very understaffed base, I must say. At the exact same moment in which Eggman decided to make his move.
What's the rush, Tails?
Asked the now panicked as well Pink Hedgehog.
I sounded too cheerful for panicked.
Same mood. The Volpine took a very hard breath before communicating the awful news.
Sir Charles!
He started.
Eggman found him!
He sadly concluded. Things were only getting worse. Ellipsis.
Dun 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 dun.
Somewhere in a secluded area. A certain red-striped black hedgehog was figuratively licking his wounds. He was in deep thoughts. He was smiling too. A dark, mischievous smile.
I have no doubts now.
He muttered.
That was definitely him.
No, it's just definitely again!
Damn it, Madhog. You respect the classics.
It always happens when you are reading the sentence.
That's so weird.
Respect the classics. You can't just go and change our prodigal son.
Maybe I can. Maybe it's a feud between
No,
the
you
two
can't
brothers.
unless you just decided to rewrite this entire mess.
Well, at some point I did, actually.
Who?
Oh no.
Okay, this is Mephiles. I'll be voicing Mephiles if you don't have any objections.
Well, I voiced him last, but okay.
I'm pretty sure that all three of you have voiced Mephiles at some point.
Yes, we have.
Solution is that you all should speak at the same time.
Oh yeah, because it's a demon, so there's of course multiple voices coming from.
Do
Okay,
you
let's
realize
start.
how much of a mess this will be?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, on my three. 1, 2, 3.
So,
What do we do now? Magnificent.
Okay, gotta admit, that was pretty cool. We are going to kill him.
The Batman.
On my three again. 1, 2, 3. You
have a strange way to show your love.
Then
Again,
again, Amy could say something about it.
Shut up, brother!
This is the most unwieldy recording session of anything.
I love it. Okay, experiment time over. That was really fun for one
Yes,
time.
but it is not understandable in the slightest. I love it too, but it's
Okay. So from this point forward, every character will be voiced by at least 2 people at the same time.
No,
oh no.
Only if they're demonic entities.
Oh my gosh.
No.
This is
I have to. I want to listen to this recording now of this chapter just to hear what we sound like together.
this is completely by accident one of the best sessions of this show that we've ever recorded.
It all sounded straight from hell.
Oh my gosh. Oh bye. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Okay, so the good news is we ended chapter 3. The bad news is I'm out of cider.
Yes, chapter 4 is actually pretty long. I would suggest to end it here tonight.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's end for the night.
Yeah, I can see that it is kinda long.
Yes, there is a lot happening because a lot was being set up in the previous one.
Lot happening in quotation marks.
No, actually a lot happening.
It is in same quotation marks that the civil rights was.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was a session of reading.
Yeah.
This most certainly was a session of reading. I must agree with you.
Most definitely.
Or definitely.
As long as it's about this fic, it's always definitely.
Okay,
There is no god, only definitely.
And
Okay.
every laughter is ehi, ehi, ehi.
Okay, so I got to eat up the scene. Marty got to show his voices around the world. Icy Pal was here.
You don't have to force yourself.
Madhog.
Everything in between?
Did
I
something.
Did everything in between.
I said something, but okay.
Yes. Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was.
It was
Yes, we all had fun. All 5 of us. Me, Devar, Icy Matti, and Matti's expulsion of air.
Yeah, of course. That's my opinion
You
about
mean-
that remark.
You mean Matti's vegan burger? Or
No.
its legacy?
or the soup, or whatever. But let's
Okay.
not talk about that.
So, there is only one way in which we can successfully end this recording. By giving everyone the final greetings as Mephiles while talking on top of each other.
Oh no!
Yes, absolutely perfect.
Okay, follow my lead. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Thank you for joining us in this wonderful reading of Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic Shop. We shall see you next time for the continuation of this magnum opus. Good night, everybody. That was outstanding.
Absolutely beautiful mess.
Good night, everybody.
Yes, take it properly.
I'm
And
choking.
that's all, folks.
That was like oral diarrhea.